Assalamualaikum and welcome back to the channel Home of Programming. In today's session, we will be continuing our second series of CSS properties, right? In the previous series, we have learned about two properties. One is align content and another one is align items, right? In today's session, we are going to learn another two properties, which is align self and another one is all properties, right? So this align self property can be used to specify an alignment for the particular item inside a flexible container. So here what is meant by a flexible container is you can apply this align self property to a HTML element for which you have applied the display, you have set the display property to flex, right? So in order for your align self property to work, that particular HTML element should have flex value to its display property, right? And moreover, this particular align self property will overrides the align items property, right? So this is all about your align self property, and what are the possible values that this particular property can have is auto, stretch, center, flex start, flex end, baseline, initial and inherit, right? So we will see the demonstration of each values one by one, right? So before that, we can create a simple HTML program with this particular align self CSS property, right? So save the program as HTML, right? Save as let's say align self.html. So now we can create some HTML elements and we can apply formatting later, right? So we can use internal style sheet here. So I have explained about internal, inline and external style sheet in HTML series itself. So if you want to have a look at it, I am sharing the link in description box. Kindly check it out, right? So before adding formatting option, we can create some HTML elements here, right? So we can create one base div in which we can create some sub divs with some HTML elements, right? Sub 1. So similarly we can create another two divs. So in each div we can have some images, right? So I'm going to copy the same for another two DNAs also, right? So let's change the image. So I'm having the image in the same folder where the HTML file is there, so that I'm using the exact file name here, right? So now we have created three HTML elements, right? So before applying formatting, we can have a look at it. So all the three elements are displayed one by one vertically, right? So now what we can do is we can create a simple border layout for this particular base div. So that is, we can have these three images inside a particular box, right? So for that, this is our base div, right? For that we can apply some width and height, right? So let's have the width as 600 pixels and height is something like 800 pixels, right? So and if you want to apply any border, you can apply it, right? So just save this. Yes. So all these three HTML images are accommodated inside the particular border box, right? So now what we are going to do is, I'm going to apply align self property for any of these HTML elements, right? So in order to make the align self property work, we need to set the display property to the value flex, right? So I'm setting the value of display for the base div to be flex, right? So we can assign align self property to any of these three HTML elements. So for now I'm assigning the align self property to the second element, right, which is sub2. So let's assign the align self property to center, right? So now save the program and run it. So you can see the difference. So immediately after we are giving flex, so I'm just removing this align self property here, and you can reload the program, right? So this is the exact output when we apply flex property, right? So if I am applying align self property and setting that align self property to the value center, this particular HTML element comes in the center of this particular border box, right? So if you want to change the values of align self to some other values, you can do it in inspect mode itself, so that you can feel the difference. So just select that particular div and you can see here align self center, which we have given, right? So if you want to change that, you can explore, right? So this is the auto, which is a basic property of flex here. Baseline, center, end. So end means it will keep the element at starting point itself. So when we give flex end, it will bring the HTML element down. So flex dot will get the element back to the start position. So in this way you can provide align self property to the HTML elements, right? Another one property is all, right? So this particular all property will reset all the properties of the HTML element. For example, I'm having some paragraph content inside a div, right? Welcome to CSS. So for these three paragraphs, I'm going to set all property, right? So we are having three text divs, right? So out of these three divs, I'm not setting the all property to the first paragraph div, so that we can feel the difference, right? So for the second and third paragraph div, I am setting the all property to the value inherit. So note one thing here, the three possible values for the all property is inherit, initial, another one is unset, right? So now save the program and reload. So just scroll down. So just have a look at it. Look at your code. In the first div, paragraph 1, welcome to CSS, right? So we have printed the statement welcome to CSS, right? So when we come to that CSS portion of that div, I have given the background color to be blue, color to be white, so which is applied here, right? And the same for paragraph 2 and 3 I have given. But the thing is, I have applied all property to these two div elements, so that this background color and text color property has been reset by the all property, right? So this is a way of using your all property. So in order to reset any of the properties applied to your HTML element, you can use all property. So in this particular video, we have learned about align self and all property. Align self can be applied to any HTML element inside a flexible container. So the thing to remember about align self property is it overrides the align items property, right? Whereas your all CSS property will reset the properties to the inherited or initial value, right? So this is all about this video, and we can learn more about our CSS properties in our upcoming videos, right? Until then, stay tuned with Home of Programming and subscribe to our channel if you like our videos. Thank you.